All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It is January 22nd, 2019, and actually this afternoon we had a lot of Sirius around, but I had to go and begin in the area of Glen Cove for a doctor appointment, and I did stop off here at Seacliff Beach, and this is in the area next to Glen Cove, just next to it, and no, it was not frozen. I was surprised. You see a little ice there. In the distance there, you can see some monuments to our dumbass president. I think he built one of those. But anyway, let's get to this weather update. So let's get started looking at the satellite image, and you can see here that we have this cirrus just streaming in here. It's been streaming in throughout most of the day, so it wasn't really completely clear. There was some contrails, but there was enough sunshine, I guess you could say, today, but not a really nice clear day, unfortunately, because of that. So the temperatures today were a lot more bearable than yesterday, so I'll just take a look at some of the temperatures here. It's 23 at Farmingdale right now. Dew Point is still low at 6 degrees. It did hit 27 at Farmingdale today, so a lot warmer than yesterday. And the wind was fairly light all day, so it was chilly but much more bearable than yesterday. We'll look at Toms River and see what they got up to today. And it's 21 there. Let's see what they got up to. They got up to 33. Wow. Always warmer in Toms River, huh? Wow. So they got up to 33 degrees there in Toms River. All right, here's another look at the satellite today, and you can see these high clouds around. We zoom in, you can see them. Here's a contrail right there, and you can see how close the snow. This is actually a good example of how close the snow actually came to us during the Sunday event. You could see here that, take a look at this. This is how close it got to us. So we got very close. Just to our north, there's snow cover just to our north, and lots of it if you go further north. But to the south, there's no snow. So that looks like maybe there's some on the Cape too. This might have been from they also had ocean effect snow on the Cape too yesterday too. And yeah, so this is the satellite image, and the high resolution satellite, and you can see some high clouds. Not a lot on this one, but there was some around today. It wasn't terrible. I guess it's the clearest it's going to be for a little while. Because when you get to the models, it doesn't look very encouraging for clear skies throughout the next 5 days, unfortunately. So let's go and look at the GFS. We'll start with the models and take a look at the models and see where they are, where we're heading here with the weather. So you can see here. All right, let's back this up a little bit here. Got a little too far ahead. All right, let's got to keep going here. All right, so you can see that high pressure is now moving offshore. We get a return flow. Temperatures go up, and we have another rainstorm on the way for us on Thursday. And that could be some heavy rain during the day on Thursday into the early afternoon. And then that moves away, and then we get some cooler air behind it. But here's the problem, and actually I want to draw this out for you in this. So let me just show you this. There we go. All of this. So I'm going to draw this out for you on this, and you're going to see the problem. All right, this is the satellite image from Sunday. So this is why we're not getting clear skies, and this is also why we're not getting snow. All right, and it has to do with the jet stream. All right, so I'm going to draw the jet stream here for you, and this is the problem. So the jet stream is, well, I don't know if I want to use that color. We'll use green. The jet stream is, actually, no, I'll use purple. How's that? The jet stream is the trough. Basically, it's bringing down the cold air is like this. It's shaped like this, and basically the problem is we're on the right side of the trough. We're on the right side of the trough. All right, so we're not getting into the clear flow that comes directly on the back side of this trough. All right, so all this clear air you see here to the north over here, it's all clear over Canada. All this is clear air right here. We're not getting into it. Instead, it's going by to the north most of the time, and we're on the back side of it, so we're always getting all the moisture. We're on the more moist side of the and the warmer side of this jet stream. So we get the occasional cold air outbreak. When the storm track hits, it's always to our west. All right. So when the storm track hits, it's always to our west. And when the storm goes to the west, we get warm air we get rain every time, and that's why we're not getting snow. But that's also why we're not getting the clear air, because now if this was a little different, and it was offshore, and we were on this side, that would be the left side of the trough, we would be getting, or in the middle of the trough, we would be getting much better clear skies, and we'd get some snow chances too. But that's not what's happening. So I figured I'd explain it to you why with this pattern, even though it's gotten colder, the pattern still blows. All right. So let's get back to this. So, you know, and it's not like I want a big snowstorm, but I mean, not having any snow and not having any clear sky is ridiculous. So you can see we do have some high pressure systems come through. Here's another clipper type system that comes through. Now there's a chance we might see this trough move a little further east next week, and maybe a chance for some snow with that system, and then maybe finally some clear skies maybe for next Thursday, maybe. But you know, you could see the look of this pattern. You know, it's not great. So we're going to look at temperature anomaly, show you where the cold air is going to be. All right. So here you go. Here's into tomorrow's rainstorm. All right. Here we go. Well above normal tomorrow. And then for Friday, we have that cold air moving in. But here's the problem. Again, it's not coming directly down at us. It's going into the Midwest. So we're not going to be on the clear side of this. We're going to be on the right side of this outbreak, which is not the clear side of it. And that's why we're not getting the clear skies. And here comes another outbreak. But again, it's not, if this was if this was over here coming down right over us, we'd probably have a nice clear sky. But that's not what's happening. Instead, it's going over North and South Dakota, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota. You know, we're not getting, actually not even Michigan, Minnesota. You know, and what happens is, you can see it kind of just loses its steam because it's going over all the lakes, it's picking up all the moisture, it's picking up all the clouds, and so we can't clear out. And it's not until we get maybe a more decent outbreak next week that we can finally clear this out and at least get one freaking clear day. Here comes another outbreak, but again, it's heading toward the Midwest. It's not heading toward directly at us. Again, we're on the right side. So this is the problem we're having. We're on the right side. It's not lining up very good for us for clear skies. And for snow lovers, it's not lining up very good for snow lovers either. All right? And that's the problem. So let's take a closer look and see what's going to be happening over the next couple of days here. We'll first start off with the rain. And, you know, we're going to be getting a lot more rain again into Thursday, as you can see here. Heavy rain, again, heavy rain into Thursday, and then it moves offshore, and then we get into a you know, drier pattern. But the problem is it won't be clear. So I'm going to show you the sky, the way the sky outlook is right now. Let me do that so you'll be able to see here. It's just not clearing out. So again, Wednesday, it's going to be overcast tomorrow. Clouds increasing. The rain should start by evening. And then cloudy for Wednesday with all the rain. And then for Friday, it tries to clear it out, but look what happens. Clouds back up again for Friday afternoon. So again, more clouds, and then look what happens Saturday. More clouds. Sunday, more clouds. Monday, we clear out? No, it looks like some high clouds around. Tuesday, no clear skies. Well, Wednesday, maybe finally starts to clear out Wednesday into Thursday. And that's probably, we're going to have to wait for that. You know, it's just very frustrating. I mean, the whole month has gone by without one freaking clear day. This is I can't say it on the air. I can't say it on here. But I'm frustrated with it. All right? You know, I am frustrated with it. I'm just curious, if we change the region, let's just hypothetically go to the Southwest, and let's look at Flagstaff. Let's see. I'm sure it'll be clear there a lot. Let's see. Yep, they're enjoying a clear day tomorrow. Flagstaff's over here. They'll enjoy a clear day Thursday, clear day Friday, maybe some clouds. This is where you got to be if you want clear skies. It's ridiculous. Is this the way it's going to be from now on? It's horrible. All right, I want to show you some text models too. So you can see here, I've pretty much showed you how to read these before, but if you look here, these are just the codes for the airport. So if we look at Farmingdale, for instance, this where it says CLD, that's the cloud cover, And what you want to see is it say CL right here. So you want to say CL means clear, OV means overcast, scattered or few means scattered or few clouds, broken means mostly cloudy, and so far. But you can see there's not much clear weather here. It clears out Thursday night, and then it clouds right back up again for Friday, and that's the problem we're having right now in our area. So if we do go this and we go to view other Moss products, actually I want to show you some. All right, yeah, we can do that. All right, we'll take a look at this, and we'll go to the Arizona one, and we'll take a look at Flagstaff and torture ourselves, because that's what we like to do. If we were in Flagstaff, what would the weather be like? Let's see. It's going to be clear most of the time. Yep, clear tomorrow, high 43, clear for Thursday, high 47, and it's going to be clear. All right, that's the thing. So, and now if I go and I look at the other model, which is the extended GFS, and if we look at Farmingdale, look at this. Look at how few clear days we have. So we might get a clear just the first part Friday, and then it's just there's no clear days. You want to see it say CL both days. That's not what's happening. It's PC, overcast, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm sick of this, man. So let's take a look at Arizona again. Whoops, actually I gotta change it to the other one. So let's look again at Flagstaff, and if we were in Flagstaff, what would the weather be like there? Let's take a look and see. What would the weather be like there? Let's see. Let's look at the longer range for Flagstaff and see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's look at how many mostly clear days we have. Clear day Wednesday, maybe a few clouds Thursday, but clear. Granted, it is warmer. It's in the 50s instead of colder, but it's clear. It's clear. And that's the point. I'm just tired of these clouds. I'm tired of these clouds already. Like, that's gonna be the title of this video, I think. Tired of the clouds. It's enough already. Tired of the clouds. I'm tired of the rain. I'm tired of the moisture. All right. So, speaking of the moisture, let's take a look and see what the GFS gives as far as rainfall goes for the next precipitation event, which is what I've got to focus on now instead of this rant that I'm going on. All right, here we go. So, for for Thursday's event, it looks like there could be between 1 and 2 inches. It's not giving us over 2 inches, so it won't be as heavy. I don't think it'll be as heavy as the event on Sunday. All right, and if we look at the temperatures, you'll see the temperatures are going to go up as well with this event. We're actually going to have a low-level jet. Here we go again with that damn low-level jet. So here you go again. Here comes the warmth coming right out of the tropics, heading our way. We're not going to get into the core of this, but it's going to get into the 50s, and if we look at those dew points too, I bet you the dew point's going to come up too. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, dew points. Oh yeah, it has the dew point reaching 50 or over 50 on Thursday. So it's going to be humid Thursday. You might even have to put the air conditioner on. Look at that. I'm sick of this humidity, man. Sorry, I'm sick of it. So it does dry out, but it's not going to clear out for Friday, all right? So let's look at some different models. If you don't like what one model says, look at the other model. All right, so we'll look at the NAM, all right? And the NAM also brings those dew points up. It's just to show you where look at that strong LLJ right out of the south right there. And that'll bring us the temperature of 53. So, yeah, it's going to be a warm one on Thursday for sure with that south wind. And that's the problem. You see that this is the storm track right here, just to the west. So instead of it being a cold track and snow, we're getting rain every time. All right. I mean, snow is an important part of winter. If we don't have snow, I mean, any snow at all, it's going to be very screwed up. So let's take a look at the radar echoes on this one here and see how this pans out. You can see there actually there's a line of thunderstorms. Look at that. This is actually a line of, this has been indicated by several models now. A line of severe thunderstorms could move through early squall line, early Thursday. So, yeah, a squall line, early Thursday. And they had tornadoes, too, devastating tornadoes a couple of days ago from that storm we had on Sunday. That hit a lot. I mean, this is crazy, but this is because the oceans are warmer than they're supposed to be, and being by the ocean is going to be bad for us as we head into a future of climate change. It's going to mean more warmth, more rain, more storms, and more humidity. You have to get away from the ocean if you don't want to deal with this stuff. So, again, I couldn't imagine living away from the ocean. But yeah, that is one hell of a squall line right there that moves through. And that is actually the actual front. So that could be pretty intense when that moves through. Well, let's take a look and see what the total rainfall is for this event. So again, the NAM, it's going to give us between an inch and 2 inches. I don't think we're going to see any extreme rain amounts, but when those storms come, they could be pretty heavy. That's for sure. So again, I could look at one more model. Let's take a look at the RGM here. I'll look at a couple more. RGM and so RGM also shows that some heavier rain off to the side. I mean, there could be a possibility of 2 inches or more. It could be. It could be. All right, let's look at the HDRPS and see what that puts together. That only goes out to 18Z Thursday, but I'm curious as to how that's modeling the front. So let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that's some purples there. Yeah, thunderstorms in January. The only thunder you're supposed to have is with thunder snow in the winter, not this. Ugh. I'm just going to plug in the weather forecast and just show you the difference between Long Island and why, like I said, in the future, like I said, I couldn't imagine living anywhere else, but in the future, if this kind of thing continues with all this cloudy weather, possibly having to relocate to a sunnier climate might be what we're going to have to do. So you can see lots of clouds in the forecast for us, but if we go and we hit Flagstaff, yep, it's sunny every single day. Look at that. Look at that. Every one of these days I could be in the Piney Woods if I was in Flagstaff. Every one of these days, instead of being inside, I could be out in the Piney Woods. Yeah. Imagine that. Because I want to show you why in the future I'm concerned about our climate. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start drawing some things. So we're going to start with let's see, I'm going to change this color to red here because I want to show you some things. And this is about climate. This is the Atlantic Ocean right here. All right. Now we know the ocean is getting warmer. It's getting much, much warmer. All right. And we're getting all this heat in the ocean now. All right. All this tropical heat. All right. And you get all this moisture, humidity and moisture from here that we get. Lots of humidity and lots of moisture. All right, and this is the problem. We get this humidity. I'll try to draw the best I can. Humidity, clouds, all this stuff. All right, and it's getting worse because the ocean is getting warmer. All right, more and more. The tropics are getting warmer, and there's more and more warm water coming up from the tropics. And when that warm water comes up into the comes up this way, it's causing a lot of heat coming out off the ocean. It vexes over us. All right, the Gulf of Mexico is warmer too, so you have all that. You have all these bodies of warm water that are in proximity to the East Coast. All right, so when you have the jet stream coming down the way it is, it picks up all this moisture and it pulls it up the coast. All right. And so you're getting more rain, you're getting more humidity, you're getting more clouds. And for the folks in New Jersey, they don't even have the benefit of the sea breeze, so they really die over there. All right, at least Long Island, we have a little bit of cooler ocean water that tries. There's a little bit of like a very weak current called the Labrador current. It comes in like this, all right, that tries to wedge some cooler water right in over New England, all right, and tries to save us and protect us from this heat, all right. But this is the problem. All this heat and all these clouds are coming up. All these clouds, all right? The whole East Coast gets socked in clouds because of all this moisture coming up here, all right? All right, and then you have the moisture off the Great Lakes, too, which don't freeze anymore, all right? So that also creates clouds, all right? So it's very hard to get clear weather now because of that, and I think it's going to get worse. Now, why does Flagstaff have clearer weather? Why is it? Well, let's first start with the ocean here, all right? The west coast of California, there's what you call an upwelling current, all right? It basically upwells the cool ocean water, all right? And therefore, they don't get warm ocean waters on the west coast. Their water temperatures are usually always in the 40s and 50s, usually 50s. All right. So therefore, they don't get. There is warm water in the Pacific, but it's much further south. All right. The warm water in the Pacific is all the way down here. All right. It doesn't come up the coast like we don't have. They don't have the Gulf current like we have. All right. It doesn't come up the coast. It stays down in the tropics where it belongs. All right. So therefore, you have this cooler water, and that means you don't have the same kind of humidity coming in. All right, that's one plus for Flagstaff. All right, so you don't have the humidity coming in. All right, so it's you don't have that all that moisture coming in from the ocean. That's one. All right, that's one for Flagstaff. All right, two. All right, you have mountain ranges all around. So you have mountain ranges. In the middle of California, you got mountain ranges up through the whole west coast. All right. You also have mountain ranges. This is the Rocky Mountains over here. All right. You have Yellowstone. It's this was all formed throughout the many years of volcanoes and stuff like that. Well, there are no volcanoes in Arizona that are active. There was at one time. And throughout the west coast, so it created the Rocky Mountain range and all that. All right, so you have this also that helps. All right, that's number two. So you have that, and what that does is that dissipates the clouds. So any clouds, like you could have a cloud that forms in off the west coast, all right, or a storm, it comes in, hits these mountains here, all of that condenses, so it dries it out. All right, so therefore you have clearer skies. All right. All right, so that's, again, thing number two for Flagstaff, all right? I know this sounds like I'm trying to sell Flagstaff here, but I'm saying that if you want, for those of us who can't live with this climate, we may have to, in the future, I don't want to do it anytime soon, but let's face it, if this is the way it's going to be from now on, I can't imagine living with this kind of weather. It wasn't like this years ago. This is becoming a cloudy climate. I can't deal with that. So that's, again, benefit number two there is the mountain ranges. And then the third final thing is the elevation. So Flagstaff, because Flagstaff is really in the mountains, it's in the mountains, it's elevated. So you're above a lot of the moisture, and that also helps to give you some nice blue skies. So that, my friends, is why it's the weather is better in Flagstaff than it is here. All right, and why climate change, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because the humidity in the oceans keep getting warmer, and we're just not getting in the right side of these troughs. All right, again, this is the same problem again. We have the trough coming down here like this. I'm trying to draw it the best I can. All right, the cold air is funneling down into the Midwest, but we're not on the right side of this. So this is why the pattern sucks, and this could happen more and more because it's getting deflected by all this warm freaking water over here. It's getting deflected off to the northwest, and that's why. The only other place you can get blue skies if you go up here into Canada. Go up into Canada. That's your only other bet, to avoid this crap. All right, but the problem with there is they don't really have pine barrens, so. They gotta have pine barrens. Like I don't want. I'm just hypothetically saying, talking about the fact that climate change is going to affect people. All right, even a small change like just having more clouds around affects the state of people. All right, and people, we need that vitamin D from the sun. We need the blue sky. All right, and to have cloudy days after cloudy days and all this rain, you feel like you're in London. All right. So this is not the kind of climate that you want to have. All right. So again, if you really want a nice place, nice weather, this area here really has it. What can I say? And that may be the place that people like me, sun-loving people, are going to have to wind up living because it wasn't like this years ago, man. We used to have lots of clear days, and now lately, every year it gets less and less and less. And it's getting to the point where, do you want to spend your whole life inside, or do you want to be outside with the pines? Anyway, that's going to conclude this video. I'm sorry it turned out to be a little more of a rant than a weather update, but I'm just fed up with this weather pattern. I'm fed up with it, and I know it's because of climate change. But our dumb-ass president, who I hope and pray that man is impeached soon, all right, because he is basically setting back everything. He's setting, Alex, you said he's putting, fossil fuel people in charge of the EPA. Trump
Voting for him was the worst mistake I ever made in my life, and I regret it. If I had it to do over and I could go back to that day, I would have voted for Jill Stein of the Green Party because I couldn't stand Hillary Clinton. Trump, you have betrayed the country. You have destroyed the planet. And I hope and pray soon that you will be impeached and put in the slammer where you belong. All right, I'm sorry for ranting again. I really am. I'm just fed up with not having clear weather. I need to get to the Pines. This is what I live for, and I can't even do that because it's cloudy all the time. All right, I do apologize. I really do. I just understand how I feel. All right, I need those clear days to get to the Pines, and we're not getting them. Anyway, that's going to conclude this video. I do apologize. I hope we'll get one clear day this month. It would be nice. Or maybe you all can help ship in, buy me a ticket to Flagstaff. I need to get to the Pines, and I need a blue sky. Why is it so much to ask? That's it.